Angel Reese just announced she's leaving the WNBA because her salary isn't enough to cover her bill, but apparently OnlyFans can. Yeah, it sounds ridiculous, but hey, it's Angel Reese. We should have expected nothing less than the most dramatic exit possible. She's basically saying she can't afford her $8,000 monthly rent on her WNBA salary of $73,439. But hold up. She conveniently forgot to mention her sponsorship deals or that her net worth is probably enough to buy a small island. Honestly, Angel, blaming being too broke for this career pivot feels like a weak excuse, especially when people are side-eyeing your decision to join the world of adult entertainment and bold modeling. You could have just quietly walked away and we'd all be happy to see the WNBA get a little less toxic. And let's be real, ever since Angel Reese joined the WNBA, her Instagram feed started making way more headlines than her junk shot. You'd think being a rookie in one of the biggest women's basketball leagues would keep her focused on the game, but nope. Her social media quickly became a runway of bold photo shoots, and let's just say artistic poses that had about as much to do with basketball as I have with quantum physics. It wasn't even subtle, and it didn't stop there. While most rookies are out here grinding to make a name for themselves on the court, Angel was already getting loud about her paychecks or lack thereof. She wasn't holding back either. Instead of just lacing up her sneakers and playing ball, she was practically waving a flag, shouting, "I'm not making enough money." And of course, she just had to drop the infamous $8,000 a month rent bombshell, because who doesn't feel bad for someone who struggles to pay that kind of rent in Chicago, right? It became a whole thing with everyone talking about her outrageous rent situation. Now, this is where things get spicy. When she told the world she was shelling out $8,000 a month for a high-rise apartment, the internet collectively gasped. People were scratching their heads like, wait, a rookie paying $96,000 a year just for rent? Even Angel herself seemed kind of stunned like, oh, am I living beyond my means? Who knew? Seriously though, how do you not notice your wallet screaming at you every month? The fans weren't having it. They were out here saying what we were all thinking. Girl, you're a rookie. Maybe don't sign a lease that costs more than your yearly salary. Rookie mistake, both on the court and off it. And when it comes to Angel Reese and her financial struggles, things are way more complicated and honestly more entertaining than they might seem at first glance. Sure, her WNBA salary of $73,439 sounds pretty modest, especially when you're comparing it to NBA players making enough money to start their own space program. But focusing only on that number is like focusing on the tip of the iceberg while missing the massive chunk of ice beneath the surface. Angel's bank account is way healthier than she lets on. Between endorsements, Nile deal, and her participation in that shiny new unrivaled league, she's reportedly pulling in anywhere from $1 million to $5 million annually. That's a lot of zeros. So when she's out here acting like she's counting pennies to keep the lights on, we're all left scratching our head. Let's not forget Angel has been one of the biggest winners of the NCAA's rule change that lets athletes cash in on their name, image, and likeness. She get the jackpot after her big breakout with LSU, where she led them to a national championship in 2023. Her NIL deals went through the roof. Brands were practically throwing themselves at her, begging to slap her face on everything from sneakers to skincare.